could see the plasma ions in the air, how would you describe it?
If we could suddenly perceive the world of plasma ions, the air would no longer look like an empty void. Instead, it would appear as a vibrant electric soup, a frenetic hidden layer of reality that usually goes unnoticed. Here is how that experience might look and feel. 1. The static of reality. The air wouldn't be perfectly clear. Instead, it would look like high-definition luminous static. You would see tiny, brilliant pinpricks of light, cations, positive ions, and electrons, constantly popping into existence and vanishing. Because plasma is a gas where electrons have been stripped from their atoms, you would see the separation of charge. Imagine a shimmering mist where tiny blue-white sparks, electrons, zip around much heavier glowing orbs, the ionized nuclei. 2. The dance of recombination. The most beautiful part would be the recombination. When a free-moving electron finally finds an ion to call home, they snap together and release a tiny burst of light, a photon. In a room, this would look like a faint, constant glittering. Near a stovetop flame or a candle, it would look like a roaring fountain of violet and gold particles swirling upward. 3. Seeing the unseen forces. Because ions are charged, they react to electromagnetic fields. If you could see them, you would see the invisible architecture of your home. Around power outlets, you'd see the ions vibrating or shivering in place at 60 Hz, reacting to the AC current behind the wall. Near electronics, a laptop or phone would look like it's surrounded by a swirling halo or a mini atmosphere of agitated particles. Static electricity. When you rub your feet on a carpet, you'd see a literal cloud of jagged glowing shapes clinging to your skin, desperate to jump to the nearest doorknob. 4. Weather and nature. On a humid day, the air would look heavy and crowded. Before a thunderstorm, the air would turn into a thick, electric neon fog, as the high voltage from the clouds above begins to stress the air molecules, stretching them until they snap into plasma. A scientific comparison. To help visualize the density, here is how plasma ions compare to regular air molecules in different environments. Environment, plasma density visualization. Deep space, a lonely, single spark every few meters. Earth's atmosphere, a faint, shimmering dust barely visible to the eye. Lightning bolt, a solid, blinding rope of white-hot liquid light. The sun, a crushing, opaque ocean of violent, swirling fire. Would you like me to explain the physics behind why different gases, like neon or argon, would show up as different colors in this plasma vision?